भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु
Noticing any tightness in the lower back.
पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्
Softening the shoulders. Releasing through the sacrum.
May all be free from sickness. May all see and experience what is good and beautiful in life. And may no one be unhappy. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramaya. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavet.
So from here, you're going to release the head from the fists. You're going to place the elbows in front of the knees. I'm going to inhale, I'm going to gently draw my elbows towards my knees and lengthen my chest forward. As I exhale, I'm going to release my head, dropping it down to the floor. Inhale, press into the forearms, lengthen the forehead and the chest forward. Exhale, release. One more time. We're going to come to a kneeling salute. So as you release from here, you're going to come into high kneeling position. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. Take the hands into these lovely wings, crossing the right thumb over the left thumb. You're going to breathe in, lengthen and extend up, reaching up through the chest. As you breathe out, you're going to slide your hands underneath the shoulders into cat pose. Breathing in to lengthen the chest forward. And as you breathe out, into angry cat. Twice more. Chest coming forward. Angry cat. One more time. As you ease yourself back to flat position, you're going to take your left arm out to the side, thread the needle with the arms. Exhale, thread that left arm behind the right wrist, release onto the side of the body. Breathing in, take that left arm back out again. And this time as you exhale, thread it through and hold it there. Balancing on the outer left arm. Breathing in, slide that left arm out. And then bring it back underneath the left shoulder. Same thing with the right, arm extends. Thread it through dynamically, turn the head. Take the arm back out to the side, watch the arm with the gaze. And as you thread it through dynamically again, stay with it. Extending the right side of the head to the floor. Couple of breaths. From there, inhale. Take the arm back out. And then bring it back underneath the right shoulder. From here, tuck the right toes under and then the left come into plank pose. Shoulder blades slide back and down, spread across the feet. As you exhale into dog. Lengthen now, pressing through the palms. And then inhale back to plank again. From there, drop the knees. Ardha Chaturanga lower down. Release to the floor and take Sphinx. Reaching again through the elbows to press the chest forward just like you did in cat. Exhaling, release. The time back to extended child. Lengthen out. And then bring the elbows back in front of the knees. You might need to shuffle forward a little bit. Breathing in, lengthen the chest forward. It's like a riding position. Cycle, and then as you breathe out, drop the crown of the head. Twice more. We're just repeating the same move, but adding some advancements in. So as you lengthen the chest forward this time, you're going to inhale and lift up to high knee. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. Cross the left thumb in front of the right thumb. Inhaling, lengthen in your high kneeling extension. And as you exhale, press the palms underneath the shoulders into up facing cat. Then exhale, angry cat. Twice more. Good job. So we've done 3 of these. We're going to go back to our thread the needle position. As you come into your neutral cat, left arm extends. Exhaling, thread. This time just stay with it. Now make sure that you're resting on your outer left arm, not on your neck. If you can't lift your head, then don't do any more than this. Otherwise you can tuck your right toes under. Extend the right heel out, and then maybe lift that right leg. Some of you might even want to take a hold of the right ankle. A little bit of sense of releasing, of really stretching across the shoulders. Okay, you're going to release out the way you went in. Extending that left arm out to the side. Good job. Okay, change sides. Take the right arm out. If you exhale, thread it through. You're going to be resting on the right outer arm. Remember, if you can't lift your head here, not that I want you to keep it lifting, but if it's impossible to lift your head, stay just in this position. If you're able to lift your head and then release it down, tuck the left toes under, reach that left leg back. From there, do whatever you want, whichever feeling you've got, however you feel this morning. Holding it for a couple of breaths. Sliding the shoulder blades back and down. Breathe deeply. Replace that leg, replace the arm. Slide the right arm back out to the side, and then come back to cat. From cat, right toes tuck under first, and then left to plank. From plank to dog, and from dog back to plank. From there, exhale, lower down, Ardha Chaturanga, and then into Sphinx pose. Resting down with the tops of the toes, lengthening the chest forward. Now think about drawing your rib cage in. Think about drawing your shoulder blades down your back. Activate your core, you're going to need it. And then from here, we'll ease back out into extended child. And then from there, we're going to take our first gym. So, either you're going to use a bolster, or you're going to use a block. Either one of these will work, or you could use a blanket. So I'm going to use my bolster just because I've got it. Basically what I'm doing is legs up the wall without the wall, but I want to work my shoulders. So my arms are going to be ideally in this position, car arms. If the backs of my wrists stick out like this, I'm going to take it more to a V or even to a T. But it's actually, I've been playing around with this, and it's actually easier to do this if you've got support underneath your sacrum. So bolster blanket or block, and then from there, you're tipping your pelvis up so your legs are extending. Then I've got a bit more space to bring the weight into my shoulder blades. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. So I've got this length in my legs, and I'm dropping the weight into the back of my shoulder blades, the back of my arms and the back of my wrists. Okay, I'm going to have a little look at you. Good. Excellent. So you shouldn't have to feel any force with the legs. It should be quite comfy. You could do this against the wall if that would feel better, but I quite like this sense of actually activating the pelvis. And again, feel that you can activate that core. So I'm talking about drawing the ribs in, really containing activation of the core muscles. Okay, we've got another couple of minutes here if you're okay with it. And I'm going to be leading into inversion today. So these are going to be options for you if you choose not to do inversion. So it's a semi-inversion this, but it's going to be an option for you at the end of the practice. So as always, I just like to make sure that we're completely moving, completely warmed up. So what I want you to do is from here I'm going to get you to breathe in, and as you exhale, turn the head to the right. So pressing down with the head, so you've got a little bit of activity moving into this big muscle at the side of the neck here, the sternocleidomastoid. So again, move with integrity, don't force, don't push, but allow. Breathe deeply. Drawing the shoulder blades away from the ears. Okay, breathing in, slowly peel the head back to the middle. Give yourself a couple of breaths just to connect with that stretch at the side of the neck. And then as you exhale, turn the head to the left. So exactly the same movement here. Feel the weight dropping through the shoulders. Feel the stretch of the left, at the right side of the neck. Okay, you're going to stay there. I'm just going to come out and have a little look at you guys. Keep breathing. Keep noticing. Keep staying connected. Good jobs. Okay, peel out, bring that head back to the center. Take a little time to recover. And then from there, bring the knees to the chest. Deep stretch into the lower back. So if you're on the block, just make sure it's in the right place that it can tip your pelvis. So you're really breathing deeply and extending the back of the body. Good job. Okay, from there, gently release one foot and then the other back to the floor. Bit like if you were doing bridge. You're going to slide that support away out to the side and peel down, upper, middle and lower back. Good. Okay, rest over, rolling over to the left side, pressing yourself up, coming into standing. to make sure that you can see me. So we're going to work with stellar salute this morning. So I'm hoping you remember that. I'm just going to give you a quick demo. So basically, the start of the salute starts like this. You start in prayer pose. You drop the chin to the chest. You lift that prayer pose, Anjali Mudra, up to the sky with the chin on the chest. As you exhale, you bring the fingertips to the back of the heart, lengthen the tips of the elbows to the sky. And as you inhale, you finally lift the head to gaze up towards the thumbs. And then as you exhale, the hands come down in front of the heart, and then you start your journey into Uttanasana. Yeah, we've done it before, just not for a while. Digging all this stuff out of the archive. So roll your shoulder blades back and down, standing at the front of your mat. Bring your hands into prayer pose, drop the chin to the chest, lengthen the back of the neck. Inhale, slide the fingertips up to the sky. As you exhale, touch the back of the heart. Inhale, now you can gaze up to the thumbs, and as you exhale, slide the hands in front of the heart and then ease forward into Uttanasana. Breathing in, lengthen that chest forward, I'm bending the knees, and I'm stepping back right leg. As I breathe out, I'm taking plank pose. I'm dropping the knees, chest, chin. If you want to stay with Sphinx, please do. Or press up into Cobra. Use those arms. Use those ribs. Exhaling, release. Hands by the floating ribs, down facing dog. For 5. Remember, you can walk out, you can lengthen for 4. Soften the shoulders for 3. For 2. And 1. 3-legged dog, right leg lifts, heel leads. Take the gaze to the thumbs, roll onto the ball of the left foot, step that right foot through. And in to Ardha Uttanasana and then Uttanasana. Bending the knees, swoop the arms up to the side. Inhaling, palms together. As you exhale, hands in front of the heart. Drop the chin to the chest. Begin again. Lift the fingertips. Exhale, touch the back of the heart. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, chest lengthens. Step back, left leg. Plank. Drop the knees, chest, chin. Ardha Chaturanga and into Cobra or Sphinx. From there, releasing down. Hands by the floating ribs, back you go. Dog for 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Breathing in, left leg lifts. Step it through. Draw the right leg in to join it. Hinge forward. Soften the knees. Extend the arms to the side. Press the palms together. And as you exhale, slide the hands in front of the heart. Chin to chest. Breathing in. Breathing out. Touch the back of the heart. Breathing in, gaze to the thumbs. And as you breathe out, hinge forward. Lengthen out, Uttanasana. Inhale, chest lengthens. This time, walk back to plank. Drop, Ardha Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra. Or Sphinx, remember. Press down with us. 10 toenails. If you can, exhale. Back to dog. Hold for 5. Now I really want you to work these rib cages. I want you to engage in the core. I want you to feel that you can ease the head out of the neck like a little tortoise. From there you can jump or walk the feet forward towards the hands. Lengthening out. Ardha Uttanasana and then full Uttanasana. Soften into the knees, swoop the arms up, press the palms together. As you draw the hands to the heart, drop the chin to the chest. Let's take one more like that. Just moving with your own breath pattern. Stepping or jumping back to plank. Lowering, Adho Chaturanga. Hopping in your back bend. Taking it back and holding down dog for 5. Let me have a look at your dogs. Really work into those hands. Give me some really active arms. Good. Okay, from there, walking or jumping back to Ardha Uttanasana. And as you exhale, full Uttanasana. Soften into the knees, swoop the arms out to the side, press the palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, we're changing slightly. The start stays the same. Chin to chest, hands to the ceiling. Touch the back of the heart. Inhale, gaze towards the thumbs. As you exhale, fold, hinge forward. Uttanasana position. Inhale, chest lengthens. Step your left leg back, just for ease of my demo. Square your left foot off. Roll that left hand behind you and come into Warrior 2. Extending through the fingertips. We're going to start with retreating warrior. So my right arm is coming alongside of my ear, and I'm opening up the front of my body. And then from there, I'm going to take it back to Warrior 2. Let's do that one more time. Turn the right palm up, retreating warrior. Ease into a couple of breaths here. Soften that right shoulder blade. Ease back into Warrior 2. From there, turn both palms up. Inhale onto the heel of your right foot and press the palms together overhead. As you exhale, bend back into Warrior 2. And again. Good job. Okay, this time, turn the palms up, lift. Arms overhead. Now, keep the leg straight, the right leg extended. Release the arms back, and then just peel the foot down. So you're in 2 extended legs position. From here, we're going to take classical Trikonasana. So you extend over the right. You're going to place your right hand in front of your right shin. Remember we did this work where you rotate your shin in, enables you to spiral more in the rib cage, and then you've got your lovely extension through your top arm. For 5, keep turning that shin in for 4. Soften the shoulders back for 3. How's that rib cage doing? For 2, and for 1. Well done. From there, release out, bend into that front knee, pivot back. You're into your lunge position. From lunge, you're stepping back to plank. Now it's up to you. You can chaturanga and up dog if you want. Or you can stay Ardha Chaturanga and cobra. Back you go. I think up dog's got to be the posture of the week next Saturday. Okay, then from there you're going to change sides. So you're going to take the gaze forward. You're going to step your left foot through between the hands. Now I'm going to be turned away from you, so you're turning to face the right. So you're coming into Warrior 2. I'm just going to turn myself around. Okay, so here you are, Warrior 2 position. Remember, our first move is the retreating warrior, or humble warrior. So you're going to take a couple of breaths there, feeling that side stretch. I love that stretch. And then inhaling back, Warrior 2. Let's do that one more time. Drop those shoulder blades down. Back to warrior two. Turn both palms now. Breathing in, lift onto the heel of the left foot, press the palms together. As you breathe out, warrior two. Think about that brick in front of the knee. Turn the palms, breathe in. Warrior two, as you breathe out. Okay, on this third time, arms up, legs stay extended. Bring the arms back down and lower the foot. Just bring the foot down, the legs stay straight. Classical Trikonasana. Extending out of your left leg, send that right sit bone back. Hand to the shin. Remember, if you roll the shin in, but press down with the big toe, it gives you more spiralation in the ribs. So you can stack your right shoulder on top of your left shoulder. The 5. Activate your feet. The 4. Think pencils. The 3. Turn the head if you can for 2. Remember, it's turning the upper chest. Turn the head. And then from there, well done, breathing in. So you're actually going to start back to your Uttanasana here. So you're turning, hands either side of the front foot, stepping in Uttanasana. From there, bending into the knees, swooping the arms up and out to the side, pressing the palms together. And as you exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Okay, we're changing sides. From there, inhale, keep the chin on the chest. Reach up with the hands, and as you exhale, touch the heart. From there, inhale, gaze at the thumbs, and as you exhale, slide the hands in front of the heart, pivot down, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the chest. This time we're stepping back with the right leg. So I'm in that lunge position here. I'm going to take a twist. So from here, keep my right fingertips on the floor. Roll that left elbow up to the sky. Can you see that? Turn in the rib cage, shoulders back, and then undo the arm or uncurl the arm. So you stay there. It's just a completely different movement to doing that arm out to the side. And breathe. Whew. It's a bit cooler. Okay, from there, curl those fingertips back. Turn back to face your lunge. Plank pose. Now, in your plank pose, I want some connection through the ribs. So really feel that you're, I wouldn't say gripping, but closing the ribs. From there, either Ardha Chaturanga or full Chaturanga, up facing dog or cobra. And then from there, down facing dog. Ooh. Hold it for a moment. Lengthen out. And then we're just going to bring that twist into the other side. So we're going to take 3-legged dog, right leg lifts. We're going to step the right foot through between the hands. So here we are ready for our turn, our twist. So left fingertips stay to the floor. Right elbow lifts up to the sky. Notice how that begins to rotate the ribcage to the right, and then you're like Pinocchio, releasing the fingertips to the ceiling. And you're breathing. I'm having a look at you. Good job. Notice the ribs. Notice the shoulder blades. Notice the glutes. Excellent. Curl that arm back in. Step into Uttanasana. And in this final Uttanasana, just for now, hold onto your elbows. Hang from your hips. We're moving into our next yin position. This actually is a yin position, but it's not it. You're going to bend the knees. Swoop the arms up and out to the side. Press the palms together. Okay, so next yin position, angel's wings. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick demo standing, but you're going to be laying on the floor. So you're either doing one angel's wing, this would be my right side, my fingertips moving up my middle back, as if I was about to do Gomakasana. If this is too much for your shoulder, you can take your right arm across the body like this. If you're feeling really challenged, right arm and then left hand on top. Yeah? And then you'll change the hands round. So it's either one hand, two hands, or arm across the body. And then you're actually going to be laid on them. Okay? So I hope again you can see me. You might need support for your head. You're peeling down. So just check, you may need your block just to put your head on, especially if, like me, the back of your rib cage is going, oh. And then it's up to you whether you want to lie flat or semi-supine. And the idea is going to be that you're going to release the front of your rib cage in order to soften the back of the rib cage. So, we're going to go for 2 minutes here. So just like we do when we talk about yin, remember it's about getting into that scalding bath water and then dropping into it and allowing the water to cool around you. Softening the shoulders, softening your mind. This is a real challenge for me. Take deep breaths. Check out, instead of focusing on where you feel the strain, focus on what you could do in other parts of the body to release that. Because that would be what your body would do. So naturally, if we get injured in one place or one thing goes wrong, our bodies will regroup and find a solution. It might not always be one that we're happy with mentally, but they will find one. So I've got you another 40 seconds here. Keep breathing, keep releasing. Keep allowing. Okay, ease yourself out. So take what you need. You might have to release the fingers, release the thumbs. Maybe stretch the palms up to the ceiling. And then once you've done all that, you've got the other side to do. So either you're going to do left arm, or if you're doing double arms, it's left arm first, right arm on top. And then when you're ready, ease back. Give yourself that time. Relax your face. Release the tongue behind the lower teeth. Soften the breathing. Again, those thoughts of what can you do, what is it possible for your body to achieve, to release from the strain. So try things, maybe pressing down with the palms, maybe drawing the shoulder blades down, activating the elbows. Noticing the chest, thinking about the legs, thinking about the bottom. Know where you're at, know how it feels. We've just got one more minute. Keep softening that rib cage. Keep lengthening into the back. Drawing the elbows down. Deep breaths. You've got 20 seconds. Okay, easing yourself out. Taking what you need. And then we're actually coming into Sukhasana. So I've just moved into a little wide leg V shape here. We are going to be working the hands, so don't worry too much. I'm going to bring my left leg into that almost 90-degree position, but slight angle. And I'm going to cross my right shin in front. Remember the tubular bells position. Now if you need a block to sit on, that's absolutely fine. So it doesn't matter if your legs are up here, as long as you're okay with that, as long as you don't feel any strain. But get yourself sitting higher if you need that slight lift of the pelvis. From here, you're going to clasp the palms, extend the arms forward. As you exhale, you're going to round into the back, tilt the pelvis, and inhale. Extend up through the spine, lengthen the arms up and overhead. Arms dropping into shoulder blades. Okay, right arm releases, side stretch. Really enjoy it. Inhale, clasp the hands. Drop the shoulder blades, drop the rib cage. Exhale, side stretch to the left. Inhale to the middle, this time bringing the arms out in front. Roll the shoulders back, retract them. Cross right wrist over left wrist. Turn the hands into face each other. Clasp. Hands to heart. Press forward. Good. Inhale back to the heart. And then swoop the arms up into this, what I always think of as tails of the unexpected. If you're young, you won't even remember that. Okay, the left arm is going to stay where it is. The right arm is going to come out to the side. And then it's going to come across the body, and you're going to take eagle arms. So either the backs of the hands touching, or the right hand inside the left hand. Keep drawing those shoulder blades back. Feel that stretch across the back of the shoulders. If you're okay with this position, you're taking the arms to the right and the head to the left. Try and keep the hands moving away from the face so that you're not touching the face with the hands. Keep dropping that left shoulder down. Okay, breathe in, come back to the middle. Let's change sides. Arms to the left, head to the right. Fantastic. Okay, inhale into the center. Release, we will do the other side, don't worry. Bring the arms behind you and just clasp them just for a moment. Just extend, open the chest. Okay, before we finish on this right side, you're going to hinge forward. I know you love this position. But try and keep the chest lifted. So don't fall into that habit of rounding the back. This time you really want to have that extension from the hips. From there, you're walking the hands over to the right. And then you're just wandering those right fingertips forward. Yeah? Until you connect to your... Sorry, it's your left. Sorry, guys. That was doing too well. If you can't get your hands to the floor, bring your hands onto your knee and just lengthen that left arm forward. Yeah, so until you feel it start to connect to your outer left hip. So there's your kind of alternative if you feel that you can't get your fingertips to the floor. Okay. Breathing in, come back to the center. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. Undo the legs. Give them a little wiggle wobble. And then we'll change sides. So you're going to take your right leg across and your left leg in front. So this cross at the shins. Okay, so when you clasp the hands, see if you can take a different clasp. So move the fingers along. Flex the feet. Exhale, like a cat position. Inhale, up you go. Arms to the ceiling, drop the shoulders. Okay, side stretch left. And this time, before you come out, you're going to go back to the middle, but you're going to take your right hand outside of the left knee, and you're going to twist. Inhale, come back to the center, clasp the hands, press out with the back, cat stretch. Inhale, lengthen, change sides. So you side stretch into the right, slightly ease out, and then twist to the right. Inhale, back to the center. This time, arms extend out in front. Left wrist over right wrist. Clasp the hands together. Draw the hands to the heart. And then press the arms forward. Back they come to the heart. And then up into your lovely tails of the unexpected move. Dropping those shoulder blades down, finding that length. It's a good stretch. Good job. Okay, undo. Clasp the hands behind. Lengthen the chest. And then from there, you've changed the movement a little bit, but you're going to take the right arm up, the left arm across. Eagle. And once you've got your eagle arms in place, so start by taking them to the left this time, head to the right. Just check if it's any different on this side. I know it is for me. And then center. Arms to the right, head to the left. Center. Good, undo. Okay, from here, easing forward. Or hands on the knees, also fine. Lengthening out. And then from there, walk the hands around to the left. So this time you are extending your right arm forward. Keep breathing. Keep lengthening. Okay, we're going to finish off this seating position with a couple of standing moves. Just to make sure you're still working properly. So slide the fingertips back, release back to sitting, undo the legs, give them a little shake out, and then swing yourself into down dog or extended child. Now I feel the need to bring my legs together and do my little swivel from side to side, sending the toes in one direction and the heels in the other direction. Good job. Okay, from here, release down and pick up your bricks. Okay, once you've got your brick in front of you, back to down dog. Three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Right foot steps in between the hands. Okay, from here, maybe a little bit of aeroplane position to step the left foot back into tramline feet so that you can come into your high extended leg position. So I've got both legs extended and my feet in tramline. Okay, we had to do this, didn't we? So we'll start hands on the pelvis. Think about your rib cage. Hinge forward to start with. This is the first stage. So I'm going forward with my chest, but I'm sending my right sit bone back. My left hip is coming slightly in. And maybe I'm going to take my hands onto my shin, which of course is rolling in. But my instep is still lifting, so my feet are active. Yeah, so far so good. Remember, you can stay with this one. Okay, from this position, if you've got your brick there, you're bringing your brick into the big toe side of your right foot. I've got mine on the highest position. I'm turning my shin in to face it, but I'm still keeping my instep lifted. And then I'm going to take my right elbow up to the sky to turn my ribcage to the right. Reverse Trikonasana. And then from there I'm going to extend that right arm up. Now really feel that you're lifting up out of the brick, not dropping into it. If you can take the brick lower without losing the integrity of the body, please do. You're holding for 5. For 4, keep pressing back with that back heel. For 3, activate both feet. For 2 and 1. Well done. From there, curl the arm back, ease back to the centre, release back up, take a breath, and then, dare we, reverse namaste. Press the palms together or hold the elbows, remember, is your option. If you've got the palms together, lift up, bend back, lifting that heart. And as you exhale, hinge forward. Send that right sit bone back, flatten, lengthen, extend. Okay, you can bring the head to the shin if you wish. I'm staying here. This is quite enough when I'm doing this position. I really find challenging in my shoulders. And I'm breathing. And I'm extending my elbows and I'm lengthening my chest. And I'm lengthening my sit bones. And then I'm inhaling. Woo, and I'm lifting back up. And I'm releasing my hand. Rolling my shoulder blades back and down. Bending into down facing dog. Woo. Or extended child. Okay, if you're not sweating yet, you're doing something wrong. Okay, left side it is. 3-legged dog, left leg lifts. Step that leg through between the hands. Take your little aeroplane or a standing stick position just to place that right foot where it works for you. We're all different. We want tramline feet, we want extended legs, we want a little bit of tone in the core. So feel as though you're lifting something up between the thighs. And then as you exhale, hinge forward. Now as you hinge, lift that belly. Send the left sit bone back. Maybe bring that right hip forward a little, and then bring that brick in. So the brick is on the big toe side of the left foot. I would say slightly forward of the left foot helps. I'm drawing my shin, my left shin in, but I'm keeping my instep lifted, so my feet are very active. I'm rotating to the left. Once I've got my balance, I'm going to bring that left elbow up and I'm turning a bit more. And then I'm undoing my arm. Ooh, and I'm breathing. And I'm lengthening. For 5. For 4. For 3. 2. And 1. Well done. From there, curl out. Turn. Release. So you can come back up safely. Get your breath, get your balance again. One more time. Reverse prayer or hold the opposite elbow. When you're ready, lift the heart center. Keep those legs extended. Press forward. You are looking marvelous. Now really think about those hips. So reach back with the left hip or sit bone. Slide the right hip forward. Yeah, so don't let that chi affect you. You will find that you actually move down better as soon as you take your hips into the equation. You're breathing, you're lengthening, and you're sending me love for letting you do this morning. Good job. Okay, inhale. Lift out. Wow, what's this? Okay, so undo the arms. Woo! Roll the shoulder blades back and down. Take what you need. If you need to put a down dog in there, please do. Okay, so you'll not be surprised my peak pose, and it's going to be our final yin before relaxation. Well, actually, maybe not, might do then, fish. Is going to be shoulder stand. So, I'm going to start you against the wall. So I'm going to move my little camera to the wall here. Okay, remember the different props you can use. So you can use a blanket. That can be for your shoulders. You can use a belt. Not required so much because you might decide you're not going to do the full position today. Okay, so you can get to a wall, legs up the wall as your first position. But what I'm going to do is have my blanket there, my shoulders. So I'm taking my legs up the wall. So if you're not sure what you're doing, take a little bit of time to watch me. We've got time. So I've got my belt and my blanket. That's going to come so that the edge of the blanket at the top of my shoulders. Okay? From there, I'm just checking if you can see me, but I'll do it again. So my feet are going to come to the wall, and I'm going to lengthen into this position. So I'm hoping you can see that. My feet are pressed against the wall. I'm drawing my chin up to my chest. Okay, most of you know shoulder stand. If you don't know it, you don't love it, legs up the wall is absolutely fine. Try, if you're doing the move to shoulder stand, to actually come onto your shoulders. Yeah, that's what it says on the tin. Try not to come onto your neck. So you should be able to move your head the same way that we did with Torturasana. If you can't move your head, chances are you're on your neck. And if that's the case, stay either in the position with the feet against the wall or go back to legs up the wall. Yeah? Some of you are loving this and have shoulder stand in your practice. If that's you, of course, take it whenever you want to. Take that position. If you have shoulder stand in your practice, release one leg and then the other. If you don't have shoulder stand in your practice, I can't watch you. So I can see most of you, but I can't check the integrity as well as I could if I was there. So if you don't have shoulder stand in your practice, I would urge you to keep your feet on the wall. At least I know you're safe, you're still inverted, and you're sensing that lift through the body. Good. Okay, feeling free to roll out at any time you wish. Of course, if you want any other variation, if you feel you want to move to plank, or any variation, please do. Again, I'm going to trust that you have this in your practice. And if you haven't, you're taking the easier option. Well, not easier necessarily, but safer. Okay, you got. So again, if you have this in your practice, stay with it. If you don't have this in your practice, at this point, bring yourself back into either legs of the wall or completely come out. Bring your knees to your chest. So if everybody could ease out, unless you decide that you want to stay there for the end of the practice. So if you've spent a long time getting into legs of the wall, stay with it. You're there, you're enjoying it, you're loving it. If you've been into your shoulder stand, maybe you want to come with me and finish that little sequence with fish. Now again, I think we're probably going to be working with fish in class this week because I think it's a great position. I'm going to start sitting on my wrists, yeah? So my hands are going to be, if you've never done fish before, my hands are going to be like this, maybe even with my thumbs crossed. I'm rolling my shoulder blades back and down, and I'm balancing probably on my wrists. Depends how long your arms are compared to how long your body is. So there I'm there. My legs are extending out along the floor. And you know, this might be your fish. Just drawing the elbows in and lifting the chest. Pressing in to your outer arms. So this might be as much as you want to do, especially if you've got any neck issues. If you have fish in your practice, you can press into the elbows, keep the head connected to the floor, and then come on to the back of the head so that your chin is reaching to the ceiling, your chest is lifting. What I didn't do was took my head off the floor, and I'm not hanging it. I'm not hanging my head in the air. Please do not do that. Use the outer elbows, use the chest, use the legs. Some of you might even want to take your legs up into this position. Okay, I'm coming out here. Again, if you're enjoying this, stay with it for another few breaths. If you're coming out, make sure you come out safely, not lifting the head at all from the floor. The head should touch the floor the whole time. And then, once you're out, take whatever you need, rock from side to side, draw the knees to the chest. We are relaxing. You have done a great job. So really settle down. Find your place of comfort. Really release the whole of your body to the floor. Breathe deeply. Soften the shoulders. Release the front of the body. Breathe deeply. Breathe in rejuvenation. Breathe out into surrender.